Now, in addition to showing you how that switchboard can start up automatically that anytime anybody opens up this database, I want to show you some other features as well. So to get started, let's come up here, click on the File tab, go down to Options, click on the current database, and over to the right, you can set the application title instead of the generic one or the default name of the application integration database. We can go ahead and call it our essential oil sales database. And if you have an application icon, go ahead and click on the Browse button, and there's the graphic icon for our cells. We can go ahead and double click on that, and that icon will be displayed instead of the axis icon here. We can also use that icon as a form and report icon. Go ahead and check that, and then the form to display. Now, you can set this to the switchboard, but basically any other form that you want to have automatically start up anytime that anybody opens up this database here. So we'll go ahead and stick to our switchboard here. And then other things that I think that are interesting is that maybe I don't want to display the status bar, which is this bar down below here. You can uncheck that. Also the navigation pane, there's that. So this won't pop up over to the left-hand side. Let me go ahead and scroll down. You can also uncheck allow full menus and default shortcut menus, which means that when anybody tries to right-click, they're not going to get the shortcut menu. So if I uncheck those, and I can't get the menus, the only way to bring this back, including the menu when I click on the File tab to go to Options, because that's not going to be available, is to hold down the Shift key when I open up the database. So that's a little side note there, a little secret that you don't want to share with your front-end users, I suppose. In any case, let's go ahead and click OK. And then it says you have to close and reopen the current database in order for these options to take effect. Click OK, close out. Let's go ahead and let me open up the exercises folder. There's my integration database. Double click and there we go. It opened up the report. Now, do I want the tab up here? Because if I get rid of the tab, it'll actually centralize it here. So there's a few other things that I want to change. And you can see that there's no navigation pane. Also, when I click on the File menu, I don't get the options, so I can't make the changes here. As I mentioned, when we unchecked those two check boxes, it got rid of the menus, the shortcut menus. So to bring it back, let me go ahead and close out of here. Hold down the Shift key and then double click on the database, and it brings everything back, including the navigation pane. So I can click on the File tab. Now I can see my options, click on it, go to Current Database, and then change it from Tab Documents to Overlapping Windows. Click OK. We have to close out, reopen it back up again. Double click on it. There we go. Now it centralizes the form. Looks a bit cleaner there. We've got our icon, and then we've got the title of our database, which is Essential Oils here, instead of the default name Integration. So it's pretty cool how we can customize this quite a bit. Now, if for some reason I need to bring up the navigation pane temporarily, hit the F11 key on the keyboard. That's another secret that you probably don't want to tell your front-end users because, well, when they open it up, they've got access to everything here, and they just may close out of the switchboard and start using everything over here in the navigation pane, which I guess could be good if they need a bit more information that they can't get a hold of you at that time, but can simply come over here and access the queries and the tables. One more thing I think you'll find important, if you use this feature, you'll want to turn off the action query confirmation, so when a query is run behind the scenes of a switchboard database, it doesn't rear up and display and panic the front-end user. So to turn off the action query confirmation, let's go ahead and close out and reopen up the database here. Hold down the Shift key, double click. Then we can go ahead and click on the File tab, go to Options, click on Client Settings, and there it is, Confirm, Uncheck Action Queries. I'm going to go ahead and recheck all this, go back to my current database, clean everything up so we're back to where we started. Delete. I don't want that anymore. I want to go ahead and say None. I want my tab documents and display document tabs back, display the navigation pane, and also allow my full menus and shortcut menus. Thanks for watching. Hey, as a quick reminder, if you like my video, please give it a thumbs up. You can also click on me and subscribe to my channel to get notified of the latest videos. And for great specials on my products, please see the description below this video.